It's all the buzz, right? Boise State football fans, the countdown is on. The Broncos are hitting the road to face Notre Dame this weekend, and we've got a front row preview. NBC sideline reporter Zora Stephenson is actually joining us ahead of the game to break down what to expect, and helping me with the interview is my co-host this morning, the fantastic Hector Mendoza. So excited, right, Hector?
Exciting. It's a big weekend. It's a huge matchup, and Boise State fans are absolutely excited for this game.
We are. Okay, Zora, how are you this morning?
Melissa, Hector, thank you so much for having me. I'm geared up, ready to go, head to South Bend tomorrow. It's always exciting, and you say it's a big matchup for Boise State, just as big for Notre Dame. You know, in college football, every week matters. Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, so Zora, you've actually been a part of NBC's Notre Dame football team for a few seasons now. So what excites you the most about covering the Irish this year?
It's such a unique opportunity to continue to go to the same university so many times. So I find myself having my own routines in South Bend. This season, it's cool because it's Marcus Freeman's fourth year. There's a new quarterback, obviously, in C.J. Carr. But the run game is what really excites me, talking about Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price. They've got a great tight end, too. So Notre Dame it's always exciting, right? Every year, they've got new pieces, maybe some returning pieces as well. So it's good stuff. Returning offensive coordinator Mike Denbrock, but of course there's been a lot of news about the defense, but they made a lot of strides against Arkansas last week.
Yeah, and it was a game to watch there, that Arkansas game. But let's talk a little bit about you. You worked alongside Dan Hicks and Jason Garrett. What's the chemistry like in the booth on game day?
Yeah, those guys are great. It's my second season working with Dan Hicks, my fourth with Coach Garrett. Yeah, we just call him Coach. I'm like, I don't think I've ever referred to him as Jason. And it's the camaraderie, and it's all the times outside of the game for me, right? The meals that we share, the conversations that we have. So really, really lucky to work with some great people.
Yes, and I have to say, I was at the game, the Boise State game this past weekend. I mean, any game you go to, you just feel the energy in the stadium. We have a massive fan base, right, Zora? But so does Notre Dame. I mean, talk about passion when it comes to loving your team. So I can just imagine the energy that we're going to be feeling this, this weekend. What is it like for you when you're in the mix on that? I mean, you're down there, you're in it, and you feel it. What's that like?
Well, first, I want to give a nod to the Boise State Stadium. I mean, it looks so vibrant and amazing on television. I'm sure it's just as great in person. And you know, every college stadium has its own traditions, right? So the run out for Notre Dame is really special. The band performance pregame, 80,000 fans packing it. This is the walk that the team does as they head to the stadium. So it's an electric atmosphere. It's a passion fan base, but that's similar to what you all have in Idaho.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I was going to say, you mentioned some of the traditions there out at Notre Dame. What is one of your personal favorites there when you go out to South Bend in some of those games there?
Ooh, they play a song, Ship Up to Boston, right before the game, every single game. So that's something that you can always expect at Notre Dame. What else? I think personally for me, the grotto is a tradition that I've made for myself every Thursday or Friday, depending on my schedule. I head to the grotto and just have a moment for myself, a moment for gratitude and just thanking God for all the blessings that I have. So there's a lot of different things that happen on campus, yes, but of course during game day as well. And I think everybody's got their different thing that means something to them.
Yeah, it's a little bit like personal process when you're getting ready to kind of get into that game day space, right? Zora, I have to ask on a personal level, though, because, I mean, you have such a wonderful career, and it's so fantastic to watch you. Give some advice, though, because we have a lot of young women here in Idaho that aspire to do what you're doing one day. So what would you say to young women here in Idaho who dream of a career in sports broadcasting in particular?
Something that I always stand by, even to this day, is that it only takes one yes. I started my career in local news, and I was covering everything from crime to politics to education. I played basketball in college, and I knew I wanted to get back into sports. And so I did a lot of sports stuff on the side, created my own reel, sent it out, and sometimes you get answers back, sometimes you don't, but you just keep chugging along, you keep going at it, and it only takes one person to see something in you to change everything.
Absolutely. Tenacity, right? Just keep it with you through and through. Thank you so much, Zora. Greatly appreciate it. Looking so forward to seeing you this weekend, as well as that big old kickoff between Boise State and Notre Dame. Yep. You take care, my friend, and travel safe.
Thank you both.
All right. Huge weekend coming up. I know you're personally really excited.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I mean, it's Boise State comes in as a huge underdog in this game. So I think the biggest thing as we watched last game was Matson had a phenomenal performance, throwing over 300 yards. You have the defense that came in and played phenomenal there, shutting down that team. And so I think that's the biggest thing. We're hoping that Boise State comes in, their offense keeps clicking like it has the past couple of games, and their defense can also stop that run game, as that is going to be a prolific set of running backs that we're going to be seeing this weekend from Notre Dame.
Good word, prolific. I like that, and it's going to come to fruition as well. Yeah, I love that. Okay, thank you so much, Hector. We got to have you back on the show more often. I like this co-hosting.
I love this, of course. I'd love to, anytime you guys ask me back, I'll be here.
Awesome. Okay, we're doing that more often. Everyone at home, don't forget, you can actually catch the game right here on KTV Channel 7 this Saturday, October 4th. Our game day show kicks off at 9 a.m. right here, as mentioned, KTV, and all of our platforms. Then at 12:30 p.m., tune in on KTVB Plus and digital only for more coverage before kickoff. Idaho Today will be right back.